All right, everybody, we are going to do our last notes for solving equations, day 3. We are actually going to talk about some special cases with equations where we're going to talk about where we have some equations that are never true and always true and how we answer those. So the first example I want to show you is this. All right, so we have 5x plus, now let's make it 15x plus 6 equals 3 times 5x plus 4. Okay, so for equational success, as what we talked about yesterday, the first thing we have to do is distribute if you have parentheses, so we got to take care of this. So the 15x plus 6 doesn't change. But then on the other side of the equal sign, we have to distribute. So 3 times 5x is 15x, and 3 times 4 gives us a plus 12. Now, on our next step, we want to get the variables on the same side. So I'm going to subtract my 15x over to the left. And if you're going to notice, something happens here. So the reason why we do opposites are to keep it balanced. But whenever you subtract 15 minus 15, you get 0 here as well. So you're just left with an equation 6 equals 12. And you just have to ask yourself, if your variables end up becoming 0, you can't have a variable to solve for. So you have to ask yourself, is this always true or never true? And we say that this is never true. 6 can never be equal to 12. And whenever you have a statement that's never true, we use this symbol, which means no solution. I actually don't care if you answer with a no solution symbol or actually write out no solution. Either way will be acceptable for me, except do a better job there. As far as boxing in your answer. All right, so I do have one more example to show you, and this is when it's always true. So this is where you have something that looks like this. And that is a 10 equals right, so if you see something like this and we distribute, we get 8x minus 20 because 2 times 4x is 8x, 2 times 10 is 20, bring down the negative sign. And then we also have 8x minus 20 on the other side. Now when you subtract your 8x over to move the variables to the left, same thing. You still have the x's end up being 0, but if you look and see what's left, you have two numbers that are equal to each other. Negative 20 will always be equal to negative 20. So whenever you have something that is always true, you answer it. You can actually use the symbol, or you can simply say all real numbers. And the reason why, it doesn't matter what value. If you wanted to plug in a value to check your answer, up here, you could pick any variable for x to plug in, and the sides would be equal to each other. And so that's all we are covering today. So if you have things that are never true, the answer is no solution. If it is always true, it's all real numbers. And then as always, if you solve equations and you still solve something and you get like x equals 4, that's still okay. These are just some special cases that pop up every once in a while, and I just wanted to cover those. I hope you guys have a great day, and again, don't hesitate to email me if you have any questions.